Hey all, welcome to John's Bomber Making. Today we got the Lancaster bomber, my wooden version of course. Let me just pick this up, show you where we're up to. There we go. Got two of the engines in place now on the central spar, so this is after issue 114. Looking excellent, brilliant. Those nacelles are fun, I tell you. We got more to do in issue 115. So I might actually combine this with 116. Pop that to one side. So let's have a quick look at the instructions. Okay, now issue 115, a further control panel is assembled, painted and installed in the nose cone section of the model. Then the engine nacelles are fitted to the front and rear of the left wing engine. So we've done them before, we know they take quite a while. That canopy glue, 560, there we go. It is good, but it does take a while to set. We got more radiators to fit as well onto the engines. There we go. So we can pop the front section of the cockpit into place. That'll be brilliant. But there we go. We can pop this this panel into place. There's a panel set there. That will take a little while as well. Some nice detail on it. And there we go. That's what it will end up looking like. Excellent. And it goes into the nose cone section just there. There we go. Then we got the nacelles again. I've already created them, but we can pop them onto the wing. You can see the engine's already installed there. Mine aren't as yet. I need to get to do that, but we do have to make a modification for this oil radiator as well. It needs to be adjusted down because otherwise you won't get the nacelles on. These little things. There we go. And we must make sure we get a 1mm gap there so the propeller can be popped into place. But that's what that will look like when it's finished. There we go, that's the underneath, that's the top, and there's a clear section for there later in the build. Excellent stuff. So without further ado, let's get on with the build. Well, there we go, folks. That's stage 115 completed. Is the cockpit all attached. These nacelles fit perfectly all right on here. I need a 1mm gap so I can get the a support washer on there, which I'll glue onto that end of that engine, and then the propeller can freely spin around. Obviously that one is nice and shiny, this one is quite dull. This is the first one we did, and inside you can see it has, there we go, just sits on like that. I don't know why this one is different, the interior of that one, than the others, but it is, and I've no nut for the washer for this, so I'm gonna have to fashion something to attach that onto it. But anyway, the other two are fine, or I should say the other three. These will be perfectly good, but that one I've got one or two problems with, but the gap in it is correct. The nacelle, even though it's clear, that glue does smear a little bit, and I did think about painting them, but I have got one that's painted, which may go on to here. As you can see, that nacelle at the back there is drying off with the canopy glue. Got to keep it like that. The other one will go on the front, over the engine. I have tested it, that's fine. But that is it for 115. I'll show you the nose cone. There we have the nose cone. There's the bomb aim's computer. There we go. The camera was in the wrong position. I had to readjust the frame, reduce the size of it to get it into that position. It won't go in otherwise. But that is the nose cone there. And like I said, there is the camera situated correctly next to that parachute and the bomb aimer's computer. There we go. That's got some great detail on it. There we go, you can just about see it now. Brilliant, quite fiddly again, but it's well worth it. And there we have a nice aerial view of everything. Just hope this sets. Quite awkward with this canopy glue. It's easily taken off. All you got to do is wet it and it will just dissolve away. But it's great for, obviously, canopies. But yeah, the other one does fit nicely. There we go. I've got all four engines in place now. Here is the other wing with the engine in place. There you go. I haven't put the canopy on this one yet. We'll do that later on. I still need to touch up the paint as well. But I have been testing it to make sure that it fits, and it does fit nicely. Yeah. Just got to make sure everything is hunky-dory. But yeah, the engines, they're quite heavy on there. One of them did become loose, not the engine itself, but the frame at the back. So I had to re-glue it all. I don't know what happened there, but I think that happened when I was trying to put one of the nacelles on. I actually forced it on, and it made it rocky. But they're all solid in place now. So there we go, folks. That's stage 115. Now 116, I'm supposed to put the wings onto this aircraft, but I'm not going to do, because I've already test fitted one on here on this side, and it is, oh well, very, very long, as you can, there you go, as you can imagine. There's two slots on either side, and it does go in and it stays at a particular angle, just so the engines look straight, basically, you know. So it does tilt like that, but as you can imagine, that is one side of it, and I've got to paint it yet. Once it's glued into place, there's no way I can actually take anything off. There's still quite a bit of work to do on the main part of the fuselage. The bomb bay area needs work doing on it. The back here needs work doing on it. So I think rather than keep flipping it over and keep moving it around, I'm going to leave the wings off until the very last minute, because it's going to be very, very difficult to work with otherwise. Anyway, there we go. That is it. Like I said, 115 completed. I'll do the rest of 116. There's not a great lot. There's more work to be done underneath. There's some cowlings, I think, for the landing gears to fit into place, so I can actually start painting certain areas of it with 116. There's some support work, some fretwork there to do, and here we have, there we go, these little pieces. Yeah, this one I did have to sand down because it was cracked, but it's glued in up all right, and luckily it does get roughed up and it gets painted black, so thankfully that'll be perfectly all right. And then I'll probably do some more work on paneling. I've got some work to do on the back here, and then I'll strip the back where the rear gunner is. So that'll be issue 116. Excellent. Anyway, thanks for tuning in and watching. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.